Haya. Azimio. 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 I was not yet ready to make a public speech, but this happened to be one of those occasions when I must say something. I was told, the governor told me that today was the swearing in Mombasa, and as you know, I've been out of the country. I went to recuperate in the Spice Island of Zanzibar. I took my wife and children and grandchildren also to go and heal out of the shock that they got as a family. So we came this morning from the Spice Island of Zanzibar and arrived here slightly later so that we were not able to be with you at the swearing-in ceremony, but here I now am. First, I want to congratulate our younger brother, Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, for convincingly winning the gubernatorial seat of Mombasa County. As you know, this was held later. It was deliberately left behind here and Kakamega, like our lawyers said in the court, so that they could have a trial after the rigging of the presidential elections. But the people of Mombasa showed clearly that they are truly Azimio. This is the pride that we have, people as Azimio family. And the same thing happened also in Kakamega. So I want to thank the people of Mombasa for standing steady and firm with Azimio in the subsequent elections which was held here in Mombasa and Kakamega. We have an agenda for devolution. Devolution is the most important feature of our 2010 Constitution because it has removed a lot of power from the center down to the counties. It has empowered the people. And if used more effectively, it can help to revolutionize development in our counties. Therefore, we are going to rely on our governors to show the way that this is the Azimio way of doing things in their counties. If our governors use the resources properly, if our MCAs also cooperate with the county government and perform their role properly, it can show the people that the new government really is the government, the best government that this country could have. So there are other things that we are going to be talking about sooner. Right now, we are still waiting. As you know, the Supreme Court said that you are going to give us the detailed judgment within 21 days. We want to wait to see what this detailed ruling is going to be about. But we, as people of Azimio, are shocked. I am not talking about this thing as Raila Odinga myself. It does not have to be Raila Odinga. But my fear is that if what the people saw happen on the 5th of September is what they expect in 2027, I'm wondering why should the people wake up in the morning to go and queue to vote? Why should women, the elderly, the disabled queue for so many hours to cast their votes? When at the end of the day, it is a mercenary from Venezuela, called Mr. Jose Kamago, who eventually decides who becomes the president of this country. Why would the people waste their time? Mamluki wanakuja kutoka Venezuela na wao ndio wanapiga kura. Alafu unaonyesha mahakama ile ndio sahihi ya bwana Jose Mago. Hii mashine ilitoa kura sahihi kule Mount Elgon. Dakika 8 baadaye imetoa kura kule Nyeri. Inawezekanaje? Mahakama inasema hiyo si hoja. Haya si hoja. Shame on the judiciary of this country. And I see them protesting and trying to give threats and people. We will talk. The constitution of this country gives power to the people of Kenya. And all those other people exercising power are exercising donated power. If they become rogue, we have power as the people of this country to reform them and send them home. We can lead a 1 million march to the judiciary to say, "Koneni nyumbani." And they would have no choice but to go home. So the judiciary should not threaten, blackmail the people of this country after they have done the message that they've done. When you do, we say we respect, but we don't agree. And we have a right as a people not to agree with bad rulings of the judiciary. It is our constitutional right to say hii ruling ilikuwa shenzi. It is not based on any law. It is thuggery, judicial thuggery. And we are not going to accept these kind of things. As the people of Kenya, we will not be cowed. We will not be cowed. Nyayo tried it. We resisted him. And we are not going to allow another dictator to come in this country. We are not going to allow judiciary to become a dictator in our country. We will protect our freedom as the people of Kenya. We will protect our freedom as the people of Kenya. So maybe it is time that we begin again now a review of our constitution to look at what works and what does not work. A rogue IEBC is another institution that requires thorough reform. You see 3 commissioners on one side and 4 on the other side. But if the 2 who remained with the chairman are not in there, the chairman is acting like a rogue. Now he's being hero worshipped, becomes a hero by the judiciary. He's been lionized by the judiciary. That now is beginning to do the so-called reforms within the IEBC. All those officers of the IEBC who resisted the temptation to rig the elections are the ones who are now being targeted by the IEBC. One Mr. Marijan Hussein. We are watching. You are watching. Try to do what you want to call about perjury in IEBC. You will go home like your predecessors. We must protect those commissioners of IEBC who stood firm in spite of threat and intimidation and say that this is not right, this is wrong. The question you want to ask is, where was Mr. Chebukati from 6 a.m. to 2 o'clock when he came back? Where was he and what was he doing? Na yeye ni ati PA yake. Yale yote wao walifanya. Kwa hivyo sisi kama wanaazimio tutasimama imara. Azimio is going forward and Azimio will not be intimidated or cowed.